What's going on, y'all?
Back
Episode 53,
yeah.
The Sting of the Killer Bee.
Yeah, yo, you sound like an old school pimp. Yo, but we back again, you know what I mean? Back at RVP.
Yo, but you know the only thing that's missing from that, you said the whole pimp shit. Ding, 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 ding.
Now you really
gotta get the beat.
Going into the black exploitation movie.
Oh man, listen, you already know, man. Listen.
You know what I mean?
Nostalgic.
Yeah. Yo, so we got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things happened since we was on our little hiatus.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things we was doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the
rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
Definitely rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. We had the party. You know what I mean? That was
just
awesome.
For the love of hip hop.
Yeah.
You already know we had legends in the building, y'all.
Definitely.
Legends.
Facts.
The shit was dope. And we had a live band.
It was awesome all the way around, I think. Like,
hell yeah. We had some. That shit was serious.
We had fallout with T.I. and Kodak Black.
Oh shit.
We gotta talk about that. You know what I mean? We got Soulja Boy just got arrested this
Tell him.
weekend. You know what I mean? We gonna talk about our boy Soulja. Yeah, Soulja. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? We got this is so much, man. All right, let's just start off with Nipsey, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? R.I.P. to Nipsey, because that kind of leads into the T.I. and the.
Oh man, listen.
Go ahead.
Marathon.
Yeah.
Marathon must keep going.
Definitely.
You know
This dude stood for a lot. It's sad to see somebody who is actually doing for the community getting taken by someone from the community.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the crazy thing is the alleged rumors. There's so many alleged rumors, behind it. It's like people are saying that, he had homeboy in his circle and everything, and they was boys, and then he just basically, they're saying Nipsey allegedly disrespected him in front of people, and like he didn't take too kind to that, and people said that Nipsey should have handled it in a different way, but we weren't there. We don't know exactly what happened. That's the reason why everything is alleged. But right. It's just sad. Even if that was said, that's something as two men they could have talked about. There was no reason for that man that was possessed demons. Shaitan was definitely in him to take another man's life like that. Especially his own brother. And it's very sad because he had a lot of people that loved him. I mean, millions and millions of fans. Just direct family, a wife, salute to Lauren London and his children and just everyone, man, and his mom and pops. It's just sad, because he stood for a lot of stuff and he was doing a lot of things. He got a casino's gonna be open in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
He had a lot of things going on, and the thing I like about it was he was helping his guys, like not just only.
People he didn't even know.
Exactly. People were just coming
home.
Putting
them up in places to live.
Yep. People was just coming home straight off, straight out of the yard. Yep. He's giving them clothing. Right. You know what I mean? Knowing that they don't have that much money when you come home from jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just to look clean. And one of the gentlemen that was shot also there, he finally came out and, he was the one who they violated on his probation.
Oh, wow.
They violated his probation because he was there. Now, luckily, throughout this, since we've been gone such a long time, he actually got cleared. But he's not home yet. You know what I mean? The process takes 2-3 weeks just to get somebody to get home. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's just sad to see that somebody had to, even in him doing good at that moment, because the guy he just came home.
Right.
His nephew took him by Nipsey's spot because Nipsey was known to hook up, dudes who was just coming home just with some clothes. And he was going to see a fellow friend who his father passed.
Right.
And he didn't want to go there looking all raggedy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He stopped by.
He wanted to get so fresh and so clean.
You know what I mean? Little t-shirt, maybe some jeans to go check and show his respect.
Right.
And now he gets shot on doing that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And his nephew got shot, and he's in a wheelchair.
Crazy. And this is the thing that people don't realize. Like, when you end up doing things like that was done to Nipsey, there's innocent bystanders that can get hit. There's so many scenarios, and you can't come back from death. Like, I mean, come on, work it out. That's what we had. That's what God gave us a mouth for, to talk about it.
And the funny thing is, he was saying that. He said a story. Remember, me and you was talking because, we was off, but we was talking.
Right.
And he had so many stories of, we get in a car, like he was relating this to gang members, right?
Right.
We get in a car, we get ready to do the murder game.
Right.
We drive to another neighborhood that's not our neighborhood, either one of them. And then we go look for somebody that look exactly like us. Let whoever else walk right by.
That's right.
But look for somebody that looks exactly like us to put murder game down. And then we celebrate that.
And it's horrible.
Like that needs to change. Self-hatred. That needs to change, man.
That self-hatred chain has to be broken. Willie Lynch introduced it to the slave owners, and it was like he said, it's gonna go for 400 plus years, and we're over 400 plus years, and it's still going on. It's still basically house nigga versus the field nigga, and it's sad. It shouldn't be a racial thing. It shouldn't be nothing. At the end of the day, you peel that pigmentation off. We're all just human beings. And we need to wake the fuck up. And I'm being dead serious about the shit. It ain't about trying to be hard or anything. I know podcasts or anything. It's just being real with this shit. Wake the fuck up, people.
Yeah, and stop. Like, this is the thing. You know what I realized? And I heard it a lot through the internet. And I never really spoke on it. But hurt people hurt people. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And sometimes, if you just talk about it with your boy. Talk about it with your friend. If you had that guy that everybody comes and talks to, and you need somebody to talk to a stranger. Absolutely. They don't know you, but at least they could give you some kind of different view on what you thought.
An avenue for you to vent.
Exactly. Because sometimes these decisions that we make, they're like split decisions, and that changes, the course of your life and the course of the person that you harm's life and their family's lives and your family's life. And if you have kids, their kids' life. And that goes on and it passes on, because now Nipsey's son, even though he spoke very eloquently about his father at the funeral, he's still going to feel away.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because, look, this man was doing good. It's not like his father was out there doing something that was totally disrespectful or hating or, you know what I mean, or anybody. He was just showing love.
At the end of the day, we've all had skeletons in our closet from our youth, mistakes that we've made. But if we can come up and correct those mistakes before it becomes too late, that's what we need to do. Because I'm going to give you a scenario, people. Mm-hmm. This is the scenario. Not too many people know about automobiles, but think of a radiator.
Right.
You have a radiator that's overheating. You release that cap, there's an explosion. And guess what? It's going to be a lot of pain and everything. And so that's basically what a lot of people are. They're basically radiators waiting for that cap to be released to explode. And before that cap comes off and explodes and harms people, what we need to do is make sure that there's coolant in the system so it doesn't overheat, or the thermostat's regulated so it doesn't overheat, so that doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Because it could be catastrophic when stuff like that ends up happening. And really, people, I can't speak. I sometimes I get a loss of words, but what I'm trying to say is I can't talk enough about this. A lot of people will be like, it's not my responsibility to talk to somebody else's child. It's not my responsibility to do this and this and that.
You know what?
But what you got to understand, it's not about responsibility. It's about, we used to do that. I know. But it's about, what do you want to come up in? Do you want your neighborhood to stay good, or do you want it to be catastrophic? That's what the thing is. How do you want your neighborhood to be? Do you want to have a quiet neighborhood, or do you want to have a jungle? And I'm going to break it down even further, people. Now, I said this on my social media. Basically, with people, we sit up here and especially black people in general, and I hate to call it out like this, but we'll sit up there and hate on a man that looks just like us. Take and kill that man. I want to tell you something. In the animal, see, people call us animals, you know, and it comes down, it breaks down to, it don't really have to be a racial thing, but people look at a lot of black people as we're animals the way we kill. But listen, even animals don't kill, they kill out of survival, out of nourishment. They don't just, oh, there goes another animal. I don't like the way the animal looks. Let me kill it. No, they kill the animal to nourish their body or for survival. So therefore, there's no reason why you should pick up a gun because Johnny said, fuck you.
Yeah, that's basically. Now, let's get into it a little bit deeper. Like you mentioned the gun situation. Do we even need to have guns? Like, honestly, like right now in today's society with all the technology we have, do we really need to have guns? And you know what? I'm not talking about if you live in the rural part of America.
Right.
I'm not talking about if you're in the country. Because if you are putting that, if you put in, not for nothing, if you are a hunter and that's what you do,
of course,
you don't live in the city.
Right.
So you know what? You deserve to have a handgun or a shotgun.
Right.
You still don't. There's no need for automatic weapons.
And why are they even here?
Do you need a Uzi to kill a deer?
Why are they even here?
No, the reason why they were here, the main reason was so we could put fear into everybody else in the world. That was the main reason. Right. America wanted to make sure we got all the weapons and the biggest and the baddest guns that you could ever see.
Absolutely.
Because we got the money, and we should be able to have it, and we should have the biggest military. Okay, now we got that. Why do we need to have that on the streets?
We don't need it.
Like, murder's still going to happen.
Of course.
Because guess what? People get stabbed every day.
You get choked
People
out.
get choked out every day.
There's a lot of shit.
If you cut out handguns and automatic weapons in major cities, period. Like, I'm even talking about cops.
Yeah.
Cut that out. I'm not talking about not having stun guns.
Oh yeah, you could definitely have a taser. Gun.
Keep the taser.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? And
or even listen, guns with rubber bullets.
Better that.
They hurt like fucking hell, bro.
And you could still die, but at least the chances, we're eliminating and we're minimizing the chance of murder.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. Like, that's it. Forget, you know what? We're not going to be able to change a person's attitude. You know why? Because you know what? Everybody's different.
It's an individual.
And they're at different times in their life. This is why I wanted to talk about, too, we're going to jump in real quick into the Kodak and T.I. situation. Mm-hmm. Because that kind of leads off of the Nipsey situation, right? Now, Kodak being a young man, T.I. being an old man, but an older gentleman.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? At different points of their life.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you couldn't tell the young T.I. nothing.
But listen.
No, let's keep a buck.
I understand
even when you were young, you thought you knew everything.
I mean, everyone goes through a phase, but at the end of the day, the thing is, if you're not a child, you know better.
Right.
But at the end of the day, also, we don't know what anyone's going through in their head.
Exactly. That's a fact.
There could be a fucking ticking time bomb in somebody's head.
And let me tell you something right now.
It only takes that to go off.
You know what the thing is with the youth? They don't understand that when somebody says something to you, it's not for an immediate reaction all the time. Sometimes you have to process what somebody said to you and then come back with a rebuttal. Because sometimes your rebuttal might be to snap somebody's head off. And then, you know what? You're in prison for life or whatever. And then you sit there and you go, that was dumb. For 10 seconds of your whole life,
right,
you're now paying for the rest of your life in a box.
Right.
And you're going to be regretting that 10 seconds. You're going to regret. You're going to say, damn, I wish I just thought about this for 5 minutes.
Can I tell you something?
Because nothing is worth taking somebody's life.
But you know what? What you said made a lot of sense, but at the same time, that's for the logical thinker.
Exactly.
After the point.
And that's what I'm trying to say. And on top of that, the young mind is not going to think of that.
Should we be using young mind, or should we just say the ignorant and belligerent?
I don't want to say that because that's not fair to them either. Because then you got to give people space to grow.
I understand.
Because listen, this is what I'm saying. All right, so we all know Kodak Black now said some wild shit after Nipsey's passing about trying to be with Laura London,
right? And
how she's a widow now,
right?
Now, my thing is this. Yes, it was disrespectful. Yes, it was disgusting. But your whole team is fucked up. Because that was your man that recorded that.
Yeah.
And we all say some wild shit behind the scenes to our peoples.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't think, one, I'm going to give him not a pass, but I'm going to give him a nod that wasn't supposed to be public. You get what I'm saying? It was mad disrespectful. I'm not saying it wasn't. But it wasn't supposed to be public. And in the room,
but did he know it was being recorded?
No, because you could see it in that moment, at that time, he was talking this way. The camera was coming from this way, and it was coming from down. So it was like his man was on some shit like, you know what I mean? And he just flowing. You get what I'm saying? So it goes to that Donald Sterling shit, where he not knowing that he being recorded. You got to give somebody a little.
That's the reason why in today's society, you need to be very aware of your surroundings.
But now you got to also remember, you young too, and you just came out the hood, and you just got handed $1 million.
Listen, I can't let people
because you're an adult. And
no,
you have
it's not even that. It's not even that.
My dude,
it's just
you sat
honestly.
on here.
No, listen to me. Because even as adults, we do dumb fucking shit. What I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say.
The Keyz and Dawoud podcast.